Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and we are deep underground in the mine, up this way. You'll notice this is the end. Back down here, that's the entrance, and I've got a little crossroads here. Now the reason for this is I've basically put in another 50 chunk length of corridor, and I got to the end and I went, oh. So I went down here, I went, oh. Then I started back up here and I went, well, what's going on up above me? And I went, oh, traces have gone, right, there's a torch there. And I followed it down to about here, and I went, oh, traces have gone, right, and then pretty much nothing. So this kind of marked the extents, and that was a middle point, so then I decided to check that way. Still going that way, and I started going this way. We've still got traces of garnerite. Clearly, garnerite is directly above us, and we're in TFC. And I've only got 3.4 ounces of a very rotten sandwich left, and a leather water sack. Yeah. What do we do? Well, if we look at the journey map, we are directly underneath our village or settlement or whatever you want to call it. So my thoughts are this: new nickel, save, where are we? Options, no, enable waypoint beacons, close, done, bang. I now know where to dig straight down. Of course, TFC styly straight down, so that's going to be two blocks across. Probably I may even do four 2x2, seeing as I'm in the settlement. And in fact, I actually got no idea what time it is either. What time is it? Oh, it's daytime. Excellent. So we can get up there. We can get ourselves some reasonable food, and with a bit of luck. We shall have nickel by the end of this episode, or at least have access to nickel by the end of this episode. It's taken a long time to get here. I honestly would never have suspected that it was directly under where we'd originally specified to settle. I mean, that was sheer flukery chancery. There's no other way to express it. It was, yeah, it is bizarre, but not. I suppose it's kind of I don't know, poetic justice, really. I mean, you think the amount of looking around we've done for this stuff, and all along it has been. Oh, I mean, look at that! It looks like a rainbow. It's a rainbow of kaleidoscope of beacons. But we're only interested in one of them right now. Once we've got the point, the plums are right, by the way. I'm going to eat my rancid sandwich quickly as well before it. Well, it has rotted, hasn't it? Really, it's gone. What's the food like on the bench? It's not a lot left there. Dried plums, cheese is 50% decayed. Well, I suppose if we trim that, we can at least go and put you in there. Oh, we need something else in there though, don't we? That plum's not looking overly healthy either. Definitely need a veg of some description and some meat. Let's go and check the eggs. So yeah, I am absolutely gobsmacked that this was the case. Thank you, girls. Got 24 ounces of egg. Not a lot, but it might be the difference between starving to death and not starving to death. Well, we're not going to starve to death. I'm being dramatic here. Right, cook little eggy. Nothing really much else in here that we can scoff, is the oh, those chickens look tasty, but this won't take long anyway. So I am going to get myself a whole stack of ladders. I'm going to get myself sorted out with a little bit of food, and I'll try and improve our situation. Actually, I'm going to trim the decay off that as well, just to keep things going that little bit longer. There we go. That'll do us. In you go. Take that lot out, and we are good to make ourselves breakfast sandwiches. As I say, we need to put some veg in there, but for now that'll do. Yeah, so let me sort that out, get myself sorted out for water as well for the morning, and now for actually thinking of it. And yeah, all right. So well, this is where the central beam. This is where it should be. I've gone for a 4x4. This gives us a little bit more flexibility when we find the thing. We can obviously now turn off those beacons as well, because we don't need them. We know where we are, and it is now just a matter of heading down. Got plenty of food, got a reasonable amount of water. We need to get down to about 70. It's going to be between 150. Well, obviously we know the lower end of that is 25, because that's what we dug down to. The gabbro was at about between 100 and 75 and 60, that kind of region. So yeah, we're heading down. And of course, if we do anything, we're far too far away at this stage to find any kind of trace of any materials or garnerite. But yeah, so heading down. See you in a little while. Alright, I am at Y70. Now the sounding I took was at Y2628, so we should be getting very close to garnerite. Now we're still in the wrong rock, and I have had no cave-ins in the actual shaft, but lots of very, very loud cave-ins around it, probably about halfway up. I'm guessing there were some caves or something around the area. So we are getting very, very close, and I didn't want to get to it and just cut straight back. I wanted to actually try and find it on camera. There's gabbro, diorite. Ooh, got a gem there of some description. What do we get? Go away. A chipped jade. Nothing. Very large, very large. We are in the ballpark. Definitely. I also need to be aware of how many ladders I've got, because I don't want to. I've got 6 left, so if we haven't got down there after 6, I'm going to have to chop up some logs, which will be interesting when there's so much in this area. I mean, it's got to be within spitting distance now. There it is. There it is. No, no, no. There we go. Poor. Oh dear. Well, you know what? I'll settle for poor garnerite any day. over no garnerite. I've got 3 left. It's definitely settle for poor over no any day of the week. I don't know exactly which way this vein is running. This is the only real problem we've got now. But that is, that's nearly 60 units of garnerite already. The problem we're going to have here is I don't think... Oh, I can. Okay. Just trying to find out where the actual vein's running now. Which way do we think it's going? Right, well, I need more stuff. I need to get some inventory space, but we found it. We actually have garnerite. Actually, no, I left light because I used that jack-o'-lantern, didn't I? So that's the biggie out of the way. We need to go and mine it, obviously, and all of that fun stuff. I am conscious, however, that I have spent a hell of a lot of time doing this attempt to try and find nickel. Probably the last 3, maybe even 4 episodes have been pretty heavily dedicated to it. So I wanted to get the actual finding of the nickel done. But what I would like to do is leave the actual excavation of the nickel until... Oh, I've just chucked that down there. Oh well, it was only a chipped something or other. It's no loss, is it? So yeah, what I am thinking here is we can pop that in like a sew. I can go and grab some dirt. We'll fill that in, and that will be our access down to the mine. We've got some props, not a huge amount. We have got quite a few pumpkins now. We've also got these another gem, there we go, beryl. So we're building up this gem collection. Maybe we should actually, I wonder whether you can, you can look on Tiny, I suppose. So I'll give you, got a ruby, so we could go and aim to try and get one of every gem. That's one collection thing that we could be doing. Oh, bum. You are not going to be... No, damn it. No. There we go. Get rid of those for a minute. I'll grab some dirt. We'll just cover that over, and I'll have a think what we're going to do for the rest of the episode. So, Alright, so the first thing we have to do this morning is go and cull some cockerels. I was picking plums. Just woke up to the... And, yeah. I suspect that we have quite a few chucks down here who need seeing to. Now, the other thing I've been... Right, you can't be out, can you? You are out. You're dead. Where did your chicken just go? Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh yes, we definitely need to cull back some of these guys, I think. If you're of a nervous disposition, please don't watch. But of course, if you just like to see people savagely butchering chickens, then feel free to watch all you like. What we got? One? Oh, we got way too many still. Come here, you. Yeah. Yes, so I just need to thin this out a bit. I'll be back. Alright, so we got a fair bit of, I've salted the poultry. I'm just going to stick it in the freezer for now, just to keep. I'm going to put those in as well. They're not dried. I'm still, what I am thinking, let me just elaborate on my plans a little bit, is we could come through this way and we could build a gate here, and I can't get up there, let me just find somewhere, and start expanding our settlement out this way through into here, and that's all doable. There's obviously lots of ways that mobs can get in, but if we just put the gates in, then it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. Now the other way would be to put a wooden platform that extends from here and runs around the side of the hill here to give a like of decking affair, which I think could be quite interesting and shanty-like. Now the drawback to that is we don't have any defense against mobs that spawn and wander in. So I am in two minds about that one, but what I am not in two minds about is getting some materials together and making a start on a beacon tower, or lighthouse, should you wish to. Oh, that wasn't particularly so satisfying, was it? A lighthouse, if you want another name for it. Now I am thinking what to make it out of. Obviously we have got a very large amount of gabbro rock, dacite rock, I think, and andesite coming out of the wazoo. We have got a little bit of andesite in the blocks. We've got some smooth firelight, but that's not really what we're after. So we've got plenty of gabbro, we've got plenty of diorite. Now the question is, what are they? So that gabbro's quite a light grey, diorite is probably even a lighter grey, and we use that to make that. I actually quite like the look of that, you know. Now the question is, how are we for cement? We are fine. So let me pop gabbro away, get some more diorite. 64, that should be enough there. We'll grab a few of those. Let's see what we can do with those building blocks. So first things first, make a whole bunch of things. I really do want to make a steel chisel at some point as well. Now is it, I think it was 5 and then 4, wasn't it? Bang. Yeah. Unfortunately that's not going to work as cleanly on the next. A little bit of a stack there, but we can certainly take that lot and put the rest of this mortar away. That'll give us a starting point anyway. Now that on its own is going to look quite bland, I think. I think we need to think somewhat about what we're doing here. What have we got in the way of wood? We don't really have much hickory at all, which is chestnut. Chestnut would be nice, but of course to get chestnut I've either got to grow a little bit here, which is going to take an age, or I need to come all the way over here and chop down a whole load of chestnut. Swings and roundabouts really, isn't it? I suppose it's quicker to travel over there by boat. I don't know what that one lot was actually either. There might be chestnut there. There's a good chance that there was chestnut within this lot. So yeah, difficult choices. And of course we still need to harvest plums. I could do with getting some more vinegar going, I suppose, as well, because my vinegar's probably getting a little bit on the low side. I also don't want to fall down that, well, I can't fall down the hole because it's a ladder, but you know what I mean. I don't want to end up starting on down the ladder. Come here, Plum. Hup. And what we got left? Just you and no. I'm gonna have to do you that way. Yeah. So I think a lighthouse is the next build. I'd like to use chestnut because I do actually like chestnut. It's a really, really nice rich wood colour. So we need to go and grab some because, as I say, we don't have much, and we can either do it one of two ways. We can take the horse. Actually, we could take the horse. The horse might... No, the boat's going to be quicker, I think. The boat's definitely going to be quicker. Hup, come here. Hup, no. Hup. Stack. Any more? No, we're good. Right, so I'm going to get this set to drying. I'm going to get a few sandwiches to take with us. We'll head around in the boat. My axe is good, so I'm quite happy to trust that out to that. I also need to let me just leave this lot temporarily here, because otherwise I'm going to forget and take it with us, and we're, you know, going to be a whole world of unpleasantness. So yeah, I will see you when we get out to Chestnut Country. I think it's got to be said, you know, I love these boats. They might be glitchy as hell when we get to the coastline, like this. This might be problematic, you know, and bouncy and annoying, but Christ almighty, they are fast. I mean, how many other modes of transport do you know that would get you from here to here in half a Minecraft day? It's obscenely fast. Now I should have brought my scythe with me, shouldn't I? But I didn't. So, but definitely chestnut. Oh, what am I doing? You know what? For a moment then I thought I was playing Minecraft rather than TerraFirmaCraft. But this area, this is going to be brilliant because we can just load this up. We can load up the boat. We can probably get away with a couple of days out here with the food we've got. We are in, let's have, what's the actual season now? Midsummer. So yeah, it's getting hot. The food is decaying quickly, and yeah, it's what temperature? 28. It's getting warm. Not as warm as it's going to be when I'm in Egypt in 25 days. Well, 25 days from the date of the recording this, not 25 days from you watching this. But yeah, doesn't do to gloat, does it? Now I am very tempted to. I know I haven't got the scythe on me, which was oh, there we go, there's one. So I'm very tempted while we're here to try and get a few saplings, just so we can actually start a proper tree farm of these things when we get back to base, because taking ones and twos here doesn't really work. As I say, I wish I had brought my my scythe, but I didn't. And unless there is, well, I suppose we could have a quick look round, see if there's any immediately obvious copper about the area. I doubt there is, and clay for that matter. And yeah, we're just wasting our time, aren't we? If we're being brutally honest with ourselves, we are wasting our time. There's what looks like possibly coal over there, but no, we ain't gonna find any of that. We're stuck with one chestnut sapling, and to be honest, it's a half a day travel by boat. So if I really want saplings, I just have to come out here and get them. And that's the be all and end all of it, isn't it? You know, just come out here and grab some. Now, I'm not sure how much of this I want, but what we can, and I'm fairly certain, let me just go back to the boat. I can't remember, I'm trying to remember which key it is for the chess as well. Well, we need to sleep anyway soon, so. But the chests on here should function, as far as I am aware. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can remember the keys. Let's have a look at the keys, shall we? Controls. Inventory. Journey map. Miscellaneous. Small boats. Fire, port, battery, INO is Y and U. It is working as a Minecraft chest and not a TerraFirmaCraft chest. Cheaty. Cheaty McSqueety. That's handy to know. Possibly, as I say, a little bit. But then again, it is. Oh, come on. Let's be brutally honest here. We're not talking about the chest you have in your house. We're talking about a boat hold. So what? Oh dear, God, that went down. Look at that, 16% decay on that sandwich. The others are fairly fresh, but yeah, that goes down, and it goes down quick, and the water's down as well. Well, I'm gonna grab a little bit more in the way of logs, and then I will see you back. All right, almost back. I just thought we'd join back in as we sail back into the bay, because I just want to try and get a mental image for what this is going to look like when there is a lighthouse there, right on that. I don't know whether it should be there, actually, to be honest. Anyway, you have to let me know in the comments what you think as to where you think it should be. But yeah, anyway, we are back. We have got a whole load of logs. I don't know whether I also grabbed some sand when I was there, because no, beep, beep, beep. I don't know whether boats come with reversing signals, but mine does. So we got that. We got some sand, because I figure that a lighthouse is probably going to want a fair amount of glass as well. Let me just have a quick peek inside you. What were you? Aspen. Okay. So I am going to stack a whole load of this up here, just for now, because why not? It's as good a place as any. We can stack a good amount of logs up here. There is one thing I want to do further, which we're going to need before we start the build, and then the build is going to be next episode. There's no way I can fit that in this episode as well, but you know, let's not be greedy. We found the nickel this episode, and that is a major thing. So yours. But there's one last thing I want to do apart from eat this rancid sandwich. There we go, lovely. And that is, well, apart from sleep quickly, is I want to make start the platinum processing, because I would like to get the now we have got a mission or a quest assigned to us to make the standard lamps, which is just an ingot which you can make a lamp. So I may make one of those anyway. We haven't got the actual what's the word I'm looking for? The press for the olives, but we can also make these, and obviously we can make those, you know, in the usual manner. If I can find an empty one. Where's it? It tells you there. It's a sheet. So we need a double ingot to make a sheet. So, but we've got loads of platinum, so I figure we should probably get that processing. That's so much better. I only left 2 of them alive, and 2 of the cockerels. I did feel a little bit rotten, but yeah. So I'm going to want platinum ingots. I'm going to want platinum sheets. I'm also going to want platinum lanterns, and a lot of the reasoning behind those. Was there any sign of any crops? Any other orchardy trees been ready? No, none. Yeah, suggestion to actually make a pottery. The only thing with pottery is I'm wondering how we'd go about doing it. I mean, one thing is we could try adding decocraft. That's a possibility. How are we there? What we got? Borax, magnetite, limonite. Got, rich native platinum. Is you the ones with all the platinum in it? Yeah, there we are. And it was it was good quality, so that's handy. What have you got? You've got some platinum in you. You have not got platinum. You've got another 16, and then there's that sylvite, which at some point we need to do. You have all got nothing. You've got nothing. Yeah, so we need to do the old. Well, we need to get that lit for starters, and then get that melted. Now, platinum, if you recall, had a really stupidly high melting temperature. If I can, brilliant white up here. So yeah, this is going to take a while, and I don't think I've got. Is that? Are you a platinum ingot? No, you're tin. Okay, fine. You are beryllium. Yeah. Oh, go back. So yeah, this is going to take a lot of me doing this to get it up to temperature, and it's going to take a while to actually process all of this platinum. So yeah, I'll get this done and be back with you now. Alright, I've just got a couple of ingots cast just so we can have a bash at making this one, the oil lamp, which is a pull bend. Okay, that's going to be an interesting wee beastie. Pull bend, no, maybe back that way. Pull bend, no, pull bend, pull bend. Must be getting close. There we go. Eventually we get a small platinum oil lamp. That to me is not the ideal one. The normal one is obviously that has a burn time, and yeah, and it's quite large actually. That is pretty chunky to say the least. So yeah, I've got some ores to be processing before next episode, because I'm going to want some of this for various reasons in the lighthouse, and because we've got no netherrack. This is the bit that makes this entertaining, is not having a lighthouse means netherrack means we have to find an alternative way of lighting the lighthouse. Yeah, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Anyway, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. We found the bloody nickel. It's now not such an onerous chore anymore for us to continue this process through. Get to that amazing little red bucket, for example, that yeah, things. Now, fortunately, there is no shortcut. There is no magic way of getting red steel. We have to, this is obviously a steel anvil, we need to get black steel anvil, so that means I need 14 ingots of black steel to get to there, and then to go from there to red steel, we're going to need 14 ingots of red steel before we can actually make a red steel bucket. So it is not trivial by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a vitally important step closer. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Next time I promise you we'll get some building done, no trekking around, no faffing. We're just going to build one thing, and I will stick to that process. So until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.